Alright, got a new game on the agenda. I figured with the World War I that I played before, well, I'll play what I think is perhaps, I'm not sure where Guns of August fit in, but as far as I know, this is the first really strategic World War I game that occurred. SPI's World War I. It's a beautiful game. This is the initial setup for the historical variant. I haven't decided yet completely whether I'm going to play the historical or the free setup. The free setup allows you to move for the initial invasions along the Russians and the invasion of Belgium, which I probably would actually forego because my strategy says, well, the Germans should kick the Russians' ass. It's an interesting little game. Can be played in an evening if you push it, as opposed to La Grande Guerre. It's about 10 turns. Very, very simple, very small, as seen on the table. Over here we have the combat chart, which was kind of innovative for its time. The Rand game came up with a similar chart, which penalizes you essentially for having greater odds. Not so much in the sense that you do terribly worse, actually you do fairly well in very good odds, but really as you throw more troops in, as you get better and better odds, you just cause more damage to both sides. Usually that's what you want when you're fighting. So the strategy in the game tends to be, for me at least, for the Central Powers to try to crush Russia as soon as possible. You get some extra victory points for that. The faster you do it, the more points you get. And that's basically done by capturing the three highlighted cities, which are Warsaw, Brest-Litovsk, Vilna, and Kiev. Once you get 3 of those 4, the Russian army collapses, can no longer spend money. Money is kept track of on this track in order to defend itself, so it either has to retreat or take casualties. And then once you take 1 more city, Russia surrenders, and you can then devote your strength over to the West Front. It's usually a close run game when I do the historical version. The ahistorical version or the free setup, I think I can usually manage essential victories with that, which is why I kind of prefer the historical version. Anyway, this should keep me going while I have a couple of games on pre-order coming to me. A couple CDGs, basically 3 things from GMT that should be showing up shortly. Plus, maybe 2 only. Plus, I've got Men of Iron left to clip, so I had a lot coming in the short future. I wanted to get another World War I game in. The other option would be the Rand Morningstar Project game, which is not as pleasing to me. This is actually probably the best World War I strategic game beyond La Grande Guerre, in my opinion. We'll see what else. It's lacking any major problems, but it's only land combat. No real naval. Everything there is abstracted, and it's this tiny little map. You know, just a little piece of Europe, basically. So, very different scope of the game. Anyway, just wanted to share this.